Hi, Rich Karuba for bowlingball.com. Let's talk about bowling ball cover stock choices. Cover stocks are probably the most important ingredient when you decide to choose a new bowling ball, and the most important consideration. But yet, so many of you bowlers get so caught up in trying to figure out how to drill a layout, choosing a drilling layout for a given bowling ball, or how much track flare potential it has, or hook potential rating, or what the RG or differential is of the ball. And you get into that science part of it, which is important, but your first consideration must always be the cover stock, because that is what creates the friction and the traction on the lane. The cover stock of your bowling ball is what is in contact with the lane surface, reads the oil on the surface, and helps you get a ball motion shape right away. So I would consider the different types of cover stocks options you have. So when you need a bowling ball to kind of give you a different motion or a different look as it travels down the lane, you get a better idea which cover stock options you can select from to get the job done. First of all, the plastic and the regular urethane cover stocks are the least aggressive. They have the least amount of traction on the lanes, with the plastic being the least of all. The plastic is just a very basic polyester or polyurethane material. It goes pretty straight, so you can use it for shooting spares, or for you up the board players on very dry lanes. You can use that to not hook too much. You can use them for those difficult corner pin spare combinations if you're a power player, for example. So the plastic ball today has a need, and there's so many to choose from, with so many, you can really make it your own by the style you pick and the colors and all that. But more importantly, the plastic ball has a place in today's bowling. Urethane ball, probably it's an entry-level ball. If you're a new bowler and you want to get a little bit more hook than plastic, you go to regular urethane. If you're a power player, you get on dry conditions, regular urethane is good because you control the break point easy. It doesn't react as much, and it's a little easier on you. It'll have a smooth arc motion and won't run away from you from the break point to the pocket. Then you step up to the reactive resin classifications, which has several subcategories. First of all, reactive resin bowling balls, they're typically highly aggressive cover stocks. They're composed of regular urethane formations, except they have different additives blended into the materials, and some reactive cover stocks, like on the pearl balls, will give a tacky feeling, which translates into additional traction and a strong back end on the lane, or others, the solid reactives, for example, have a greater amount of microscopic pores on the surface of the ball compared to other reactive materials. And the solid cover stocks can come in a variety of finishes from the manufacturer. You can get a polished finish, you can get sanded finish, and you can get a rubbing compound buffed finish. So the degree of surface friction on these solid reactive balls can be controlled within the subcategory itself of solid reactive bowling balls. So there's so many different choices. Essentially, plastic, urethane, then your solid and pearl reactives, and now we've got these hybrid reactives. And the hybrid reactives are wonderful because they give you a combination of solid and pearl covers with the purpose of taking advantage of the benefits of both. The hybrid cover stocks offer a good mid-lane reaction, like a solid cover stock will, so it won't overslide in oil, in heavier oil conditions, and also give you a good strong back-end reaction like the pearl cover stocks do. Conserves energy to have a good hook from the break point to the pocket. So, and these hybrid cover stocks are also versatile. Now they've seen the success. The manufacturers have witnessed the success of hybrid reactives, that they now make them in various friction matchups. So you can get an aggressive hybrid, a mild hybrid, a moderate hybrid cover stock. All those things are available to you if you're a serious player today. So you need to look into these things and find the right combination for you. Finally, there's a particle cover stock, which is a classification similar to the makeup of reactive resin, but the biggest addition there is the addition of microscopic pieces of materials in the cover stock, which are blended throughout, and they react with the oily lane conditioners. So they make the ball very responsive to contact with the lane surface, and unless there's an extremely heavy volume of oil, particle cover stocks won't be as effective, and typically they're just used for an extreme lane conditions, extremely heavy oil. So that would be more of a situation piece to use occasionally. But most of the solid reactives will give you enough versatility for heavy oil. I hope some of this information helps you. We do have an article in the Bowlversity section of our site on, in fact, it's titled Bowling Ball Cover Stock Choices. There are several articles about cover stocks you can read, but we just want to make you aware that you should rely on the cover stocks first before you start considering the other type of core design techniques that the manufacturers use, which produce the hook potential ratings, for example, track flare, differential, and so on. Cover stock is the #1 consideration when you look for a new ball. I hope this information helps you, and we wish you all the best. Thank you.